buenos días. Aquí estamos otro día más en este Eurovision Info. Bueno, feliz año 2023 y feliz oficialmente temporada de Eurovisión 2023. Bueno, como ya sabéis, han empezado ya muchas de las National Finals de todos los países. Y hoy tenemos por primera vez, bueno, como primera invitada internacional en nuestro canal, Elsie Bay de Noruega, que ya se presentó el año pasado al Melodi Grand Prix. Y ahora se vuelve a intentarlo de nuevo con su nueva canción I Love You in a Dream. Y bueno, thank you so much for for coming to our interview, Elsie, and for accepting our invitation. And yeah, so as I said in Spanish, I will translate a little bit. You took part last year with Death of Us in Melodi Grand Prix 2022, and you were a great success, and you did really great. And we wanted to know a little bit more about what made you come back to Melodi Grand Prix this year, and if you can tell us a little bit more about what you made the decision and to enter again Melodi Grand Prix after last year's success.
Well, first of all, thank you, and thank you for having me. And to answer your question, I had so much fun last year. And so basically when I got the opportunity to enter with a new song, I had to say yes. I pretended to take some time to think about it, but I knew I was going to say yes.
That's great. Also, I remember everyone on Twitter was talking about how, I think your manager was saying how you're not going to enter this year or something like that. And people all over the internet were like, all getting really sad because they didn't think you were going to be entering. And then you all tricked us. And then you were there and we were so happy. Great.
Yeah, I think I actually tweeted myself as well because, you know, we're not allowed to confirm anything until the press release. That's kind of the agreement we made with NRK, and I wanted to respect that. And then I love when people speculate and guess and want their artists back and all that. But then when I saw that they had leaked all the 21 artists that I knew was correct, I thought, you know what, we should, you know, make some kind of post about how this isn't true so that the fans can still, you know, wait for the press conference and be excited to see who's in. So that was kind of my reasoning for putting out a tweet that was a little bit like, oh, I don't want to disappoint anyone, which obviously I don't want to disappoint anyone. I hope you like my song. And I said, like, it's too soon to say when I will enter, because I couldn't say until the day after. So I was, trying to be a little bit funny. And,
was it the Crystal Ball account you saw?
Yeah,
my friends saw that as well. So now people are now thinking, oh, they're going to get all the other ones right as well, because we were all so surprised. We were watching the announcement, and then all the artists come out in the order that we thought they were going to come out in, and we were like, what is going on? What is going on? So, like, Elsie Bay is coming out next, and we're like, what, Elsie Bay is here? Oh my god. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping, I saw that some people said, oh, you lied, and I hope people will forgive me for that. I just wanted it to be, you know, exciting until the last minute for everyone. And I think, you know, there's so many artists that have kept this a secret with their families and friends for so long, and I felt like everyone deserves that moment of, like, coming out on the press conference and be like, yeah, I'm in, instead of everyone knowing from before. So
amazing.
Okay, so and now talking a little bit more about the song and about your entry for this year. As we know, and this has been disclosed, the song is called I Love You in a Dream, and we wanted to know a little bit more what is the song about and how was the songwriting process of it. As you said, after last year, after Death of Us, you had clear that you wanted to come back, so probably you started like writing this song very long time ago, but can you tell us a little bit more about the process?
Well, I wrote it in August, and it was in a songwriting camp. I really like songwriting camps because you meet a whole bunch of new people and you're teamed up together. And for most songwriting camps that I've been to, there's a listening session at the end of the day. So you kind of feel the pressure of writing something. And that's when I feel like I perform better. And at that camp was Andreas, who I wrote Death of Us with. And I actually went to the host and was like, hey, can I be on the group with Andreas tomorrow? And can we also bring in a Swiss guy named Tom? Because I had heard some great stuff about him, but I'd never written with him before. So we just got in the studio together the next day and we wrote Love You in a Dream. And once we had it, I thought, let's send this to MGP just in case. And luckily for me, they really liked the song and they offered me a spot, which I'm super grateful for. And as for what the song is about, you know, when you have this person or this dream or this wish for the future, that maybe, you know, what if, and then it just kind of never happens because you never take the step towards your dream, or you never reach out to this person, and then they never reach out, or the dream job doesn't really just come to your door knocking, and then you just see it all kind of go away, you know, like it never happens. That's kind of what I wanted to capture in the song. I hope that makes any sense.
That makes sense. That sounds really relatable as well. I feel like everyone can relate to that as well. I love about your music is that you can make songs that are so beautiful, and also everyone can like feel something of them as well. Like I really
Thank
think
you.
the message that you're sending out of Love You in a Dream, like really I can resonate with that, even though obviously I haven't heard the whole thing yet. I really love that the message you're sending out as well, because I feel like it's not really heard much in songs, but it's talked about quite a lot like, in society in general.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, as we know, on the press release, on the press conference that the entries were announced, we could listen a little bit of the song, and we can already see that it continues like the trend of soft, emotional ballad style kind of. That you started with Death of Us and that you continue with other of your songs. Can we expect what can we expect from the rest of the song? It's gonna be really different to what we have heard, or it's gonna continue the same kind of style? And also, do you think it holds resemblance with Death of Us and all the imagery that you use for Death of Us and the mood that Death of Us makes or creates?
Well, I think, you know, I wanted to have it be the same artist. Like I didn't want to come out and have the Elsie Bay name and do something completely different, like a joke song or something very, very happy. I wanted it to be like a song that could go on the same album. But at the same time, you know, there's no point in going out and doing Death of Us again. So the staging is going to be a bit different, and the outfit is different, obviously. But as for, you know, the mood of the song, I'm not sure when you say if the parts that you haven't heard are very different or not. Depends on what you put in that. But I like the song. I'm very proud of the lyrics. So hopefully, if people liked Death of Us, then they will like this too.
I mean, like, we love the song. I mean, everyone I've heard has absolutely loved it. I've been seeing ranking videos. You're always at the top there. Everyone's absolutely enjoying it. And because of this, you are once again one of the favourites to win Melodi Grand Prix 2023. How does that make you feel, getting all this support from Norwegian fans, European fans, general, just world fans of you? Do you feel like pressure? Because obviously you did so well last year, making it to the top 4. But yeah, how do you feel about that?
First of all, I feel very grateful. Because you know, it's like I just made a song. Like I just went into the studio and I made a song, and then all of a sudden it's kind of out there and it's part of this huge show, and I feel so honored to have been asked to come back, and I'm just so grateful that people like the music that I make, because that is part of allowing me to continue to do what I love. So to get these reactions, it's like it's kind of all you ever wanted when you make music, at least in my opinion. So I'm very happy about that.
Do you feel like a little bit of pressure maybe because you've got some big names competing against you in MGP this year, like Ulrika and Joust and lots of other like amazing songs here? Obviously, it's a very strong national final. Any pressure at all, or are you just ready to go in and just slay it and get to
Well,
that?
I think in some ways I feel the pressure, but it's mostly like, I think, good pressure, you know, that I know that I have to step my game up if I'm going to have a chance at all. And also I've already been in and lost, and that didn't feel bad at all. It felt still like a huge achievement, and it was so fun to be a part of. So I kind of know what it's like to not go to Eurovision, so I'm not worried about that, which I was a bit more worried about that last year of like, oh, I have to win, you know, and this time I really do want to win, and I'm going to go for it. But I also know that the world is not going to end if I don't. So yeah, good pressure, but yeah, wanting to win.
That's really great. Aitor?
Yeah. So now talking more about like your relationship with NGP and Eurovision. Like we know that you wrote songs for you, but also for other artists. Like for example, last year you wrote the song for Oda for the Hammer of Thorn that ended up doing really well also in MGP. But you ended up like competing against yourself in a way because you were like also on the final. So what do you enjoy the most? Writing songs for yourself and creating like the staging and the performance for yourself, or writing songs for others and helping more in the musical and songwriting part of the entry?
Can I say both? Because it's quite different. Like if you write a lot of songs, or if I write a lot of songs for myself, I write about how I feel. And then, after a while, maybe I don't feel anything more. And then I have to wait a little bit. And then it's great to write for other people because they come in with their stories and we can write about that. And also writing for myself, I get to express exactly what I want with music and the exact style that I really like. But then when I write for other people, it's kind of like you can do whatever, because maybe this project is a dance project and then I get to do that. And then this other project is a rock project and I get to do that. And it's really exciting to kind of be able to write in all different genres and still not have a very chaotic artist project, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And now talking more about NGP and this year, as we know, like you are competing in the second semifinal on the 20th of February, and the song will be released then. As you said, the staging will be quite different from and the outfit, for example, from Death of Us. What can we expect? Can we expect like similar vibe, or like a different, or you want to change completely? Can we expect some, not dance, but someone with you on the stage? Or if you can tell us a little bit more about what can we expect without disclosing everything, of course.
Yeah, so what I can say about the outfit is that it's not completely done yet. So I'm still also very excited to see the final result. But what it looks like up until now, it's really great, I think. And on stage, I will not be alone. I can say that, but I'm not going to tell you the roles of the people involved just yet.
Very exciting.
Okay, fair enough. And now thinking about a little bit ahead. So, for example, if you make it to the final, which we really hope and we're rooting for you, and you end up winning Melodi Grand Prix this year, what are your plans for Liverpool if you end up being chosen as the Norwegian representative for this year Eurovision? Do you expect to change the song a little bit, like do some arrangements, or changing the outfit or the performance completely, because you will have like a bigger stage and more facilities there in Liverpool? Can you tell us a little bit more your future plans?
Yeah, well, I think maybe some of it's too early to say just yet. The semifinal stage is very small, and then the final stage it's much bigger. So I think making the show into a show that works on a bigger stage is something that we have to do already if I make it to the finals, and then we might have to do it again for Liverpool to make it fit an even bigger stage. But what I do know that we have to fix if I make it all the way to Liverpool is the length of the song, because right now the song is a little over 3 minutes, which is okay for MGP, like if it's only a couple seconds, but it's a no for Eurovision. So we might have to cut out maybe the intro, or maybe see.
That'll be okay though. It'll be fine. As
Yeah.
long as you'll be slaying anyway, so who cares in the end?
Thank you. Yeah, we actually had the same problem with Death of Us.
Really?
So we had a plan for it, but since I didn't go all the way last year, we didn't need to.
That was an amazing song. I was listening to it this morning, just like, oh, I love this. That is amazing, incredible, fantastic, slay, queen.
Thank you so much.
And now talking more about Eurovision. What are your expectations for Eurovision if you end up winning MGP? Like, of course, everybody wants to win and wants to take the trophy back to their countries, but it's also a great opportunity to showcase your music and your style, and for everybody to get to know you and as an artist, and So what is your approach for Eurovision if you end up going there? And also if you can tell us more about your relationship with Eurovision, if you are a fan, if you've been like following it closely in the recent years, or since you are a kid, a little bit more your relationship with Eurovision.
Yeah, I have been watching Eurovision since I was little, and some years on and off, but lately, I've been watching it like very closely. Like last year, went through all the songs, rated them, that kind of stuff. And as for if I was lucky enough to go there myself, you know, I'm competitive, so I think, you know, I would just go there and be like, yeah, we're gonna win it. But you know, obviously knowing that that's very, very difficult. But it would, I mean, it's a huge platform for an upcoming artist to be a part of, and it's such an amazing platform because you get to show your music to people who haven't heard of you yet, and then they get to choose if they want to follow your journey further or not. So I will definitely handle that opportunity with a lot of respect. And yeah.
I mean, semi-finals have about, I think, 60 million viewers across the world, and then the final has about 180 million viewers. And what's great though is that even if you don't win Eurovision, you still have the opportunity to show yourself to the world. Like Rosalind, for example, you know, Snap.
Exactly.
Yeah, she we actually met her. She was absolutely lovely. In
nice.
September. She obviously came 20th, and then no one really seemed to have interest in it. They have like Sam Ryder, Chanel, all those other songs at that time, and now she's blown up and got 400 million streams on a song.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You have the opportunity to basically become a worldwide star. It's amazing. And also, do you have any favorite Eurovision songs in general, like maybe a Norwegian one, a general one? Like, if you had to like, pick your favorite Eurovision song of all time, what would it be?
I mean, I am very much a fan of Euphoria. I think I have to say Euphoria, yeah. But also for the Norwegian one, the Fairy Tale with Alexander Rybak, it really made an impact on me because I was young back then, and I just like, oh, he's from Norway, and you know, and I remember we sang it in the school choir, and it was just like, yeah, one of the songs that I remember.
Yeah, that nostalgic feeling really just like makes songs like better in a way. Like I remember this one song from Cyprus from like 2012. I wasn't really watching a contest then, but I remember hearing it and then I was younger. So when I heard it again more recently, I was like, I heard that song when I was younger, and then I just love it more than I probably would if I just heard it recently. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And of course, Arcade as well was a great song.
Yeah, okay, like everyone knows that song even if they don't like Eurovision. My sister knows it. It's got, I think, almost 1 billion on Spotify now. So like,
yeah, probably, yeah.
It's incredible.
I'm surprised, yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I think we can finish here the interview. And yeah, thank you so much for your time, Elsie. And we wish you all the best of luck for the semifinal. You will slay for sure. And we're all with you. And yeah, we hope to see you in Liverpool. And now to finish, if you can send a message for our Spanish viewers for Spain Eurovision Info, that would be great. Thank you so much.
Hi, Spain Eurovision Info followers. I'm Elsie Bay, and I'm competing in the second semi-final of MGP in 2023. My song will come out on the 16th of January. I hope you will love it. And you have the opportunity to listen to a snippet of it on TikTok or on our case pages. I really, really hope you love it. Thank you so much.